And we're back.
Let's start.
At the central
Start
island
the
of
party.
Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it. That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon.
I probably took the long way around. Yeah, I did. I'm smart.
Rip. Good job.
Are you kidding me?
No way. You are right.
I got it!
No way!
Don't fuck with me!
Hey, come. Hey!
Huh?
You.
Do you understand?
Looks like they want him to... Well, the game wants to make him the suspect, but I don't believe it. I truly believe he doesn't.
Wait!
He's not done anything. Has nothing to do with it.
Hiko?
Yeah.
What happened? Now then, let us begin.
Hey, look, he's got his earring back.
Hey,
Well now.
Wait!
What's this?
I...
Wah-wah? You masochistic mascot! Special bleeding service!
Hey.
See ya later!
Huh? What's going on?
Guess who knows something about that? Oh, you don't? Okay. What? What?
No way.
What?
Crimson Steel Elephant Magazine. What even?
hey! Wait, no way, no way!
Stupid! Yep.
They just reused the elevator asset.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's from a different angle and they have new characters though.
Yeah, a little bit, you're right.
Welcome! Ta-da!
with me.
What I don't get is how the killer both dragged the body and stand from underneath at the same time, and also got rid of the little I don't know how to get rid of the tablecloth.
He was pretty confused at Byakuya dying first. I'm pretty sure.
Change difficulty? What? No, fuck that.
Did you have trouble with the last one?
Not that much.
Yeah. I know there's one in this game that's like it kicks your ass because it's kind of like
let's begin with a simple
really hard to think of.
explanation of the class trial.
What the fuck is Bonami doing?
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is
like
and vote
after
for who done it.
I think you can go. Well, you probably already won it, but I think you can later on. You can open the handbook and go and buy skills with hope fragments.
If you
Ah,
vote
that's how you get
correctly,
them.
then only the blackened will receive punishment.
You also get skills from completing
the
the
wrong person.
getting all 6 hope fragments.
Getting all 6 what?
Hope fragments.
No, from
I'll
a
punish
single person
everyone
or what?
besides the blackened, and that person
From
will
a single
earn
person,
the
yeah.
right to
Yeah, okay.
leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
So make sure you don't like anyone who dies early.
I already know fucking best girl's gonna die in the second trial, so...
Before we begin,
And then the next
I'd like to
best
confirm
girl I'll
one
pick
thing.
will just
Is there really a killer
last
among
throughout
us?
the end.
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling...
No complaining. Let's just settle this with our fists.
Here we go again! Yep, it's not stopping.
Did you accidentally turn on
listening to the rules?
dialogue skip?
No.
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall? Huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah. What you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
I do wish there was a way to skip basic tutorial sections.
Yeah, maybe. I think you can't even skip them on secret playthroughs?
I know. I don't know, I've never
Why was
replayed Trial
Byakuya's
1,
body
so I never had the chance.
in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why?
Obviously, by hiding the body, they tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was under at the very back of the...
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there. No, that's wrong!
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
For once, I agree with her.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then,
He had a
shortly
that knife
thereafter,
under there.
we found his body under the table.
He was going for the knife. Was he planning to kill somebody himself? The fuck?
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is
Crap!
Rip.
I can prove it with this! It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there, so in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, he saw the paint.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about...
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout. That sounds correct.
If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong!
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Oh shit. What's this?
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
What?
Gotta cut through their arguments, man.
Not that. The dialogue after it.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty far behind, probably.
Well, I have no clue what I'm supposed to do, but I'll just see.
It makes sense once you actually do it. The
Yeah.
explanation isn't that great.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Damn it!
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Gotta cut.
I have literally...
If you just use common sense.
Cut. No,
The
Want me to
killer
cut through
obviously
the-
used those
Air
night vision goggles.
Yeah,
That's
the Watson
gotta be
or
it.
Airkeys, yeah.
I have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I don't get it.
Mash the buttons.
Literally just
If
mash
you just
buttons.
use, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's
No,
gotta
don't
be it.
click. Use arrow keys.
Where's
I'm
your proof that the killer
I'm-
used them?
using WASD, but
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed
There you go.
Byakuya even in a
There you go.
In reality, so those goggles
And
were
it said
planted
lost it
to
in the
kill
tutorial,
them into the crime
if you
scene.
read them.
whoops, I just...
But make sure you're only using it to actually get a cut. Because,
Yeah, you have to actually find a
Because if
weak
they use
point, like
night
it's
vision goggles, then they could
different
have
color.
killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality,
plus you only
so
have
those goggles
a
were
limited
planted
number
to
of
kill
cuts,
brought them to the
and
crime scene.
certain statements will have a weak point in it. And if you cut those with the arrow keys, you lose. Those are the ones that you have to cut with the truth blade.
This is very annoying and confusing.
Whoops.
Because if they use
Don't
night
have to cut
vision
through the weak
goggles,
ones.
Oh, fuck.
then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark.
You have to actually use
In
the sword.
reality,
sword.
That's what
Oh,
happened.
fuck, why am I...
So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
What?
Because
Did I
if they
cut
used
wrong?
night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Now you can.
Allow me to cut through those words!
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken
There
the
you
night
go.
vision goggles out of the case, since
Only
he was
took me
carrying it
infinite
around before
amounts
the
of
blackout
tries.
in the first place.
Yeah,
I see.
you get
When
You'll
you
get
put it like
you'll get
that,
used to
it
it.
makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside
That's one of the
case
2
too?
new minigames it introduces.
If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I?
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
I see!
Why is the night's meat dish up there?
There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
I can prove it with this! Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Hey, the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
What? Okay.
Those are still lies! It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
I see. His strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
Enough already!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance? But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known.
That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
Necessarily true. They could also know somebody else was trying to cause a blackout and took advantage of it. I don't see a reason why that would happen, but it's a possibility.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers? I am not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe it?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
Which part were you responding to, Eri?
The 2 glasses wears.
Yeah. What? I still have no clue how this is going to work, but I'll see.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
I forgot who's who. Rip.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the...
That's impossible. Huh? What? Because I was not in...
Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
Hey, it's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started, and it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be... true.
You locked yourself in the commode?
There's no way she'd actually say that.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for the...
Hey! Weren't you guys taught any basic...
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Don't worry. The smell wasn't that strong.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your bit? Seriously, stop it.
Yes, indeed, Hajime.
But still,
Fucking
your stomach pain.
Mr. Perv.
Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxative?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you met,
You brought food to the office, right?
just a little bit from the...
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong. No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Cease this bickering!
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout. Yeah. We already know that trashy
Oh, step off, motherfucker.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Crap!
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, did they throw a...
Maybe they used a remote...
They probably...
It does not have to be. They may have tampered with.
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I agree with that. It's just as
I should
Mario
follow my
said.
own rule more.
The blackout was caused by a power surge.
I have a rule that I just go let everything play out first before I go into actually deciding which what I should choose. And I didn't do that then, just made a mistake.
Of course, that's not a
Yeah.
coincidence. Someone caused it. and
Usually, if you just let it play once, it doesn't give you a penalty at the end of the trial.
Does it?
Yeah.
I'll take the penalty. I don't fucking care when I.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool! Hold on a second, let me speak too!
Here we go again.
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable! If the irons in the storage room caused the then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able. If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the irons. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the then the killer had to go to the storage room before that.
Damn it!
If the irons in the storage room, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not.
But the people in the dining hall, if the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room before and turn on the iron. Now do you
If you
intend to take back
fail
what
a
you
later
said?
stage so many times, it kicks you back.
No, that's not what I mean. I don't remember how to fucking cut an actual weak spot.
Click.
Just click.
The people in the dining hall.
You don't know how to.
Oh, fuck my life!
Storage room. Turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall were. If the irons caused the
Okay, I didn't notice that they actually have like a little
those words.
Finally.
where you have to go to part.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
The air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet! I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry, because they're just a petty killer, right? There's no way everybody will lose. In the end, hope always wins.
Nagito?
Huh?
Well, you have been.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this, but that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing.
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean...
Nagito, there's... You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you.
The fuck is this
Suspecting
dude
each other
about?
like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't... I can't stand this anymore. I don't want...
Me too. I want to go home and eat candy.
Stop it.
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? There are no clues that lead...
That's wrong, I think.
Did you say something?
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
A clue, you say?
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see.
First of all, let's try thinking about...
Didn't we already cover that?
No, not that. I mean before that.
Let's try examining the situation.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before...
Here! Killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that...
The desk lamp?
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only...
The fuck? Why the hell would he?
You're the only one! Nagito.
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means
He didn't do it
the
because
only
somebody
one who
used
could have
this
felt their way
iron
to the
skewer
table using the
from
power
underneath.
cord was Nagito.
That's...
But still, you had a chance.
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
You rigged the drawing, didn't you?
I don't know if you're the killer or not.
If that's the case, that's strict.
You got us to lower our guard and try...
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. There was... Nagito.
The fuck?
The Ultimates are working together to combat
What
the
the hell?
despair of their friend's death.
You just get to the
Wonderful.
part that made me like
How
Nagito.
beautiful it is.
Like the fuck is this? What the?
Dude,
Let's
that
get
laugh
to
is
the
the single
chase.
best sound effect
You're
in the entire
correct.
game.
It was my doing all along.
Which sound effect?
Nagito laughing.
I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just...
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table.
This is fake. We
And,
know
well,
how. This is
all
not
saw
correct.
how that played out. But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably. Just stop it already!
Don't tell me.
Me? Lie? I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything.
Holy fuck, Nagito sounds fucking edgy as fuck now.
I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets! He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
That's quite the hobby you have.
Hey, Nagito!
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
But why would you send a threatening letter?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really—
Are you making fun of—
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions. In doing so, Nagito—
That reminds me.
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding
The threatening letter, along with all...
Yep, that's true. I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true,
I see. Well... I see!
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know? At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty, just like I wanted.
Enough. More importantly, why did you kill...
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, oh, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn...
Please!
Huh?
Is Nagito really the killer?
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know. If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut.
But
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with...
I think it's strange that...
the killer is so obviously Nagito!
he has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito he killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
Oh, never mind. Thanks for wasting our time.
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
The feeling you miss.
I think
The killer is so obvious.
he has already
That bastard
Yeah,
Nagito
that
killed
always sucks.
Byakuya with the knife.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Mikan?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife.
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikan? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What do you say?
Hey, don't blame me. Mikan's the one who said it.
Hey, Nagito.
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout.
Who knows?
After all this...
Jeez, the moment your back's against...
What happened during the Ugh! If you cross your...
Don't get distracted!
Huh?
Seriously, how long is it gonna
Nobody can see in the dark. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from...
No, that's not it.
Not it.
I can prove it with this. Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
Oh, reals?
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on!
You guys? Where are you?
Perhaps the breaker overlooked.
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and...
Such perceptive hearing.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because you're...
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth!
However...
What the hell?
Ow!
It almost sounds like...
Well, that's actually what happened. As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya. He shoved you out? Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
What the...
Ow! After getting shoved out from under, I lost sight of the glowing paint. And I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the light...
Hold on, are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan.
Why the fuck did Nagato want to kill? Like, and after that, why did he try to make himself look like the killer? See, like, is he actually Makoto and so tired of this entire game he'd rather die than go through it again?
Maybe.
But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all
He
thanks
could
to
also
Byakuya's
just be
night vision
nuts.
goggles.
I mean,
What
Or he could
happened
be
after
Makoto.
that? Even I don't
You
know.
don't know.
You failed?
Then we're right back...
How can that be?
Meaninglessness. But you can't give up. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
what, suspended?
Well now.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Now then, what?
Okay, let me think about this for a second.
Alright.
Is there any use even to the thing $10 million?
No. It's just... There's nothing... Like, this does nothing, I'm pretty sure.
How the hell do I even activate B?
I think they did some bullshit. I think they did some bullshit button in the Vita version too.
Oh god, what the hell did I just do?
Did you close the game?
No, I skipped ahead by pressing control.
Good job.
Come on, Monokuma. Fuck off. was the use for that?
Monami, the group's leader,
To make the game be a troll?
killed. And his
Yeah, I
killer
guess.
is among this group. No, I'm not, cuz. So do your best.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon...
Shut up!
You say you were shoved away, but
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's... Based on what we've discussed...
Is there something...
Well, even if...
Nobody's ever complimented me on my...
I see! Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it. Because there were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. I guess we did.
I can prove it with this! You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in...
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone.
Okay, so my hypothesis so far is whoever the killer was, you stabbed Byakuya through the floor with the skewer through the tablecloth.
Just gotta figure out who did it, not how they did it.
Yeah, but that gives me options. So everybody actually in that room has an alibi. I can't remember who were in the room. Pekka has an alibi. Mr. Yakuza did not have an alibi. I don't remember who's in the room and who isn't. That's my problem.
That's not just impossible for someone like me.
Then...
Maybe the killer did...
No, there's...
Even the inside of the tablecloth. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the...
I don't understand at all!
Huh? How'd you...
Really? I feel like I'm onto something.
Under the table, but not under the table. Moving forward, we should put aside all...
The improved Hangman's Gambit. Great.
Yeah, this is the one me and Justin were talking about. It's right now it's not bad, but it gets rough.
If two different letters clash, you'll take damage. If two of the same letters clash, you'll fuse. I have no clue what word they're looking for.
I actually forgot that too. Let me look it up since I can.
I found the word. No, that's not the letter I thought it was. Whoops.
Whoopsie.
Oh, whoops. Fuck, I misclicked. No, fuck, what am I doing? I'm messing up controls. Oh, whoops.
Whoops. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
I got it!
Got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that...
I don't know that yet. You're the only one! Hey, Gundam. You dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said...
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
Just a bit. However, it's just as the old...
Is it safe to say that... Huh? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his...
Who do you think it is?
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass.
Like, Mr. Yakuza has no alibi, but...
But I am different. True. Before the might of the evil fourth eye, all...
What should I do? I'm embarrassed. Just...
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Mr. Cook was... No, he got back too soon. He must have been Mr. Yakuza, but I don't think he actually is.
I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, a secret passage of doom leading to the underground, lurks beneath a large... After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and as a result of that
There he goes, blabbing about power. Anyway, it sounds like... Then that has to be how the... If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
Teru could have done it, but he could have been fast, but... So it's either Fuyuhiko or Teru.
I see. If they...
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the part. You don't like stab, stab, stab?
I'm not talking. You were saying they snuck under the floorboards. So, was there...
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. Who wasn't at the party? I didn't participate, but I was... Yes! This Monami over here...
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter for...
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
Judging from the photo... It obviously has to be him.
Yay! It's...
What the...
Oh, really? What happened?
Don't mess with me!
See? You're
Yep, that's right.
It's not him.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you,
Right,
you
I'm
know?
back.
Oh,
Yay.
That means you have no alibi.
wait, no.
Crap!
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at without going to the store. Is that true?
Don't act like I'm the...
But when the party started, nobody saw you. That means
You have no alibi.
No, that's wrong!
See, he couldn't have gone in.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party.
You should have said that earlier.
It's still your fault.
Maybe there really is a secret passage to...
What'd you say, motherfucker? Oh, no!
Wow, he got chewed out.
Regardless, it's impossible
Yips.
to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboard.
During the party, well, if someone just...
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the...
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility.
It was super dark, you know?
It appears the blackened or the spotless.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It definitely sounds impossible.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my... What if they used a...
It definitely sounds impossible.
The hallway was really dark during the Moving to the storage room. It's like making a seafood...
Is it really not...
What if they used a string like the cord?
Nope.
Crap!
Fuck.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room. It's like making a
I
seafood
remember
bowl
this
without
one being
fish.
really weird.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna try and error this one because I have no clue.
The hallway was really dark. Moving to the storage room. It's like making a seafood...
Is it really not...
What if they used a string like...
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
Nope. Okay.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not...
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
Okay.
Crap! The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room. It's like making a seafood...
Is it really not...
What if they used a string?
Maybe there was another pair...
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
Crap! The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
The hallway was really dark. Moving to the storage room. It's like making a seafood...
Is it really not...
What if they used a string like the...
Maybe there was another pair of night vision...
What a pain. I'm gonna... What if they used a light?
I agree with that.
You know,
Oh, I was... But where could they have found a...
there was one nearby for sure.
Oh, right. A portable stove.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electric, so the killer used the portable...
I see. I know.
A hole. What kind of hole? Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke.
Repeating yourself just makes...
Now then, Hajime. No, that's wrong. Will you be able to break through my argument?
There you go.
Only took like infinite amounts of tries because at some point I was like, there's probably something on that list that I forgot about.
They used a really hot frying pan.
Portable stove still.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi
I still like how
is because
fucking
the hallway
Nagito
was dark, right? So if a light was
chimes in
shining in
with-
such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right? The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was... So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right?
I'm literally feel like I'm just fucking guessing half the time.
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? Crap! The reason Kazuichi could was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Allow me to cut through those words! Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh?
There should have been a wall